everyone! Welcome to SPICT Grade 10 Advanced Programming. I'm Melissa Agustin of Putlod San Jose National High School. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to use Design tab, explore Properties window, and modify properties of control. Enter and compile code in the View Code tab. Execute program and display the result in runtime mode. Visual Basic Express is a tool used to create programs such as the Graphical User Interface or GUI, like icons, buttons, windows, and menus. Through the use of window forms applications of View Code tab, the user of a computer or a programmer can enter and type the code. And in the Design tab, it is where you can change or modify the elements of control property such as the methods, events, and properties. Now, let's explore the parts of Visual Basic Interface. Can you identify the parts of Visual Basic window? It is selected or highlighted by a red rectangle shape, and it is where you can find or display the command groups. Very well said! The menu bar provides quick access to the commonly used commands, and a button in the toolbar is click once to carry out the action presented by it. What is your answer? Yes? You are right. The answer is Standard Toolbar. It contains a set of controls that are used to place on a form at design time, thereby creating the user interface area. You got the correct answer. That is Toolbox. It is docked on the right side of the toolbar, and this was known as Project Explorer. It has options to view the code, form design, and widely used in Windows-based graphical user applications. What is your answer? You got the correct answer. It serves as a container for all the controls that make up the user interface. Yes? Well defined. Which part of Visual Basic Interface where you as a user are able to make changes or modify its appearance, characteristic, value, such as the name, text, fonts, and enabled? A. Property, B. Control, C. Enabled. Excellent! Letter, letters, colorful letters. Can you arrange these jumbled letters to form a word? I'm giving you 2 seconds to make a guess. Time is up. What is it? Excellent. The word form is property. Property describes the object. It is the value or characteristic held by the Visual Basic object, such as the caption and/or color. Properties can be set at the design time by using Properties window. It can be done when you are in the Design View tab. Property is the characteristic you want to change. Another way to set properties is at runtime. It means you have to change the statements in the program code. Are you ready? Please start the Visual Basic application now. Just follow the procedures to create your output. Click the Start button. Select the Visual Basic applications in the Start menu. Go to the Menu tab, tick the File tab. Select New Project. New dialog box will display. Locate and tick the icon with the text Windows Form application. Go to the name box, type string data type, then tick OK. Resize the form, go to the Solution Explorer, click the form1.bb, enter form1string.bb, bb is the extension file name. That is how to rename your form. And then click the Save button in the toolbar to save your project. This is an example of how to change text property. We will change the text property of a form or name of a form to a string data type. So you have to click this form string and then locate and click text in the property window. Enter string data type. You will notice here that the name of this form becomes string data type. Now it's time to place controls over the form. Go to the toolbox and select the label control, then drag it to the form. Select the text box, drop it to the form. Add another label control, then tick the text box, place it to the form. Select button control and place it to the form. Now that you know how to make changes to the property window, let's change the value of these controls. Once again, this is Teacher Melissa Agustin. What we're going to do now is to change the properties of the string data type. You have to follow this table to change the properties of our project. So, you have to click the label 1. Please take a screenshot or a photo of this table. So let's start. And this will be the form. Click the label 1. This will be the control for the label 1. And go to the property. And this is where the location of the property. Select the name of this label. Make sure that you have selected label 1. And then locate the name of this table, and then click, type the value LBL in lowercase, and then type the name in uppercase, and then lowercase the rest of the letters. So then press enter. So we are done in changing the value of the label 1, and then we will go to the property of label 1, text property of label 1, and then you have to enter your name. Then press enter again. Then the next thing that we're going to do now is to locate the font property of label 1. Double click this icon, button, and then select Microsoft Sans Serif. So this will be the dialog box for the font. This is already selected. And then click the font size, which is 9. And then click OK. Before clicking OK, make sure that you have selected the correct font type and then the correct font size, and then click OK. So next, we are done in label 1. Then we'll go to the form again. Then select the text box 1. So you have to go to the property, locate the name of the property, and then you enter the value TB name, and then press enter. Now we're done in this text box, and then we will go to the label number 2. Select label number 2, proceed to the property area, and then locate the name of the label 2. This will be the name of the label 2, and then type LBL country, and then press enter again. Locate the text property of label 2. Enter or type enter your country, then press enter. Locate the font property of label 2. So we have to move up. This will be the font property of label 2, and then select Microsoft Sans Serif. So Sans Serif is already selected. Font size is 9, and then click OK. So we're done in label 2. We will go to the text box number 2. So you make sure that you have selected text box number 2, and then go to the name property of text box, and then type TB country, then press enter. And the last one is to click the button, go to the property, and then locate the name property of button 1. This will be the name property of button 1, and then type BTN. Remember, when you are typing the value of button, it always starts with the BTN. Display. Button display. And then press enter. And then, on the property of button 1, locate the text property, button 1, type display. Then press enter. And then on the font property of button 1, select Microsoft Sans Serif for the font type or font style, and then font size is 9. Then click OK. This will be the output of your form. The name of your label 1 is enter your name, and then this text box, and then enter your country. Adjust this to your desired appearance. So we're done in changing the properties as shown in this table. So you may use a different value if you want. So for now, what we're going to do now is to save this project again, or press Ctrl S on the keyboard. It's coding time! What we're going to do now is to type the code inside the event code block. All you have to do is to double click this button and it will take you to the View Code tab. We are in the coding view, and this is the Design View tab. Just click this tab to take you to the code event block. You have to enter the code, dim space username as string, then press enter, and then type again dim user country as string, then press enter. Enter username =, tbname.text, and press enter again. User country space =, tbcountry.text, and then enter again. Message box, open parenthesis, double quotation, your name is, and then double quotation again. We use a symbol for concatenation, and username concatenation symbol =, and you are from, double quotation again, and then concatenation symbol, user country, close parenthesis, and sub. In this code, two string variables are declared, which is the username and the user country. It stores values from these two text box. The first one is for the username and the other one is for the user country. In the message box, the values for this variable are added to the text to create the final message to be displayed to the user. So for now, we will save this project. Click the Save button on the toolbar. Time to harvest our hardship encoding and setting of properties. We are in the stage of execution. What are we going to do now? It's time to debug and test the program. Do you think it will work? Let's find out. To execute the program, go to the menu bar, tick the Debug tab, select Start Debugging, or press F5 on your keyboard. Dialog box of Runtime Mode will display. This symbol means you are in the runtime mode. enter your name in the first text box. In the second text box, enter the name of your country. Mine, I will use California. Click on the display button. Your application output will be similar to my output. The dialog box name is string data type because that's the name of this form. And then, it will display the name and country that you have typed. Click the OK button to close the project and the solution. So, we are done in this activity. All of the controls works well. Now, what have you learned in this lesson? We know that computers are electronic devices that understand only the machine language. For example, a programmer will make a source code, and that source code made by a programmer must be translated into machine-readable language called binary digit, which is the zeros and ones that only a computer can understand. Zero means off, while ones means on. So that is what we call compiling. Only computers or the computer processors can convert the source code into machine language. That is the reason why we use compilers. These processes only happen virtually and we cannot see this process by our naked eyes. After compiling, that's the time that you can execute the program. You have to load the compiled program into prime memory to make it work. And for your activity number 1 to 4, you have to follow the procedures to create your outputs. You may use any means of communication to pass your outputs, such as the Google Classroom, Messenger, and so on. And for video recording, you have to use the online screen recorder or the Microsoft PowerPoint to record your output or any application suitable to your gadgets. And these are the list of outputs that you have to submit. 10 minutes video of changing properties, 10 minutes video of coding and compilation, and 5 minutes video of execution. Thank you for joining me in this session. Mabuhay!